Good morning. It's Heather with Murray's Home for Wayward Chickens, and I'm going to give you an update on the babies that I picked up. I don't know. Maybe I'll just put it all in one video. Hold on. All right. So let me just get right into it. I picked up 5 chicks from the breeder. A lot has happened. It's been a very, very rough week. Cocoa Puff accepted the babies again. She's fantastic. The difference is one of the babies was born that morning. One that had another one that had like some sort of eye issue. The first one she called me about that had an eye issue was born like Friday, and I picked them up on Sunday. So it was 2 days old. The other 3 chicks that she gave me were like 5 days old. So the 2 of them were much bigger because, and anyone knows who's seen chicks, in fucking 2 or 3 days, they grow very, very quickly. So they were just bigger. I put all of them with Cocoa Puff, and she took them. She was very good. In fact, I wound up just tucking. I think I did a video on it. I just haven't merged them all yet. I think I just tucked all 5 of them in there and was like, be done with it. And she was good. Till she wasn't. And I'm pretty sure, I'm 99.9% sure she killed one. And I think she killed the one, I know which one it was. It was the one that the breeder had called me about initially with the eyes, who was born on Friday, and I had picked her up on Sunday. She was 2 days old. Because her head was pierced, and she had some blood. She was dead. And there must have been some, I don't know, Cocoa Puff's never done that. And I took her out, but then I saw Cocoa Puff start to peck one or two of the other like smaller babies. And I said, no. I immediately took the 2 tiny ones out, the one that was born on Sunday that day or the day before, and one that was a couple of days old of the 3 extras that she gave me. And I left the 2 big ones with her because she seemed okay with them. And I didn't want them by themselves. So she had 2, and I put 2 in a tub with chips and stuff. And they were doing very well. The one that was born that day or the day before, the tiny, tiny one, she died. She was doing very, very, very well. I was feeding her. She was doing great. She was so energetic. She was bonded with the other one. They were chirping up a storm all the time. And then it was like that. And I tried to give her Thailand. I don't really know what it was. I can't say for sure whether she had mycoplasma or not. But I can tell you that historically, we get issues with chicks with eye issues, and they weren't necessarily infections at this point. They weren't, but there's a pattern. And at least it was quicker this time. I held her underneath my neck to keep her calm until she died. And it was about an hour or so. And I finally had enough. My guilt had taken over. It is not the same as I mentioned with, the vet in school having to go treat animals in a cockfighting ring, because if you report them, they're just going to shut down and open up somewhere else, and then the animals don't get care, blah, 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 whatever. If for some reason her flock needed to be culled because they had this disease and it was being bred and sold, at least she could start over. I mean, and I called the state. I called the Department of Agriculture, Division of Markets, and they had the vet. They had me call the vet. New York State does nothing. Nothing. They only manage. He said the vet was cool. He was compassionate. He felt bad. I mean, at first, I think they thought I was a lunatic because I was still a little choked up on the phone. He called me back like 2 minutes after the chick died. I said, I can't take it anymore. My conscience needs to be clear. You guys have to know about this. And it turns out, I didn't realize, she has a website. She's NPIP certified. The problem is, if you're certified, they only require you to test for 3 different diseases, one of them being bird influenza. I forgot what the other 2 are. They do not make you test for mycoplasma. It's not a required test. And so he was compassionate, but he said, unfortunately, they don't have a division that monitors even a larger small home breeder. They only monitor and manage large agricultural breeding facilities. So unfortunately, he said, your conscience is clear because, you don't have to feel like you're, complicit in it anymore. But there's nothing he could do. So anyhow, I wanted to give you an update, like a better one. I have a very, very funny video coming of Rupert, and maybe this could be just like I was afraid in the very, very beginning that I was getting a second chicken unexpectedly because if the first one didn't make it. Having one that is okay doesn't make it better, but it helps ease it. Well, let me tell you, I'm in love with this rooster. He is so stinking cute. He is hilarious. He needs his own, he might get his own channel. If I had the time, I would do it. I don't know if it would be The Adventures of Rupert Roo or if it would be Rupert on the Run, because I stinking love this rooster. And I came home last night and he was gone. I mean, yesterday was one of the worst days I think I have ever experienced. It was one thing after another and it did not stop. And when I got home, Rupert was gone in the dark in a rainstorm. I found him. He came when I called him, not to me, but he went into the barn and was waiting for me. I have hardware cloth coming. I have to pick it up today. None of the special needs girls, the fence has been raised. There's only one section, one or two small sections of like 4 to 5 feet that I climb over because I didn't build a gate yet. I have a gate to the other run that I'm installing. But when the girls chase him, he's new. The acclimation process is still, ongoing. He gets scared and he flies over the fence and he goes to the neighbor's house. Well, even my asshole neighbors yesterday, they don't talk to me. I've introduced myself. I've invited them to things. They're a little odd. They keep to themselves. I went over there last night because I know he's been in their yard and I have to go running over there to get him. I knocked on the door. He was in the garage. I was bawling my eyes out. I just stood there crying. And the guys, I said, have you seen my chicken? Like, he let me look around in his yard. I looked up I just couldn't find him. The wife came out to tell him that the kids want to say goodnight. I'm like, have you seen my chicken? Like, it was bad. I couldn't be consoled. And she's like, no. I'm like, please tell me if you see. Like, and she the look on her face, she's like, okay, of course. Like, suddenly they were like, I don't think you could see me cry that hard and not have an ounce of compassion if you're a human being. I was inconsolable. And I'm out there in the rain, soaking wet with flashlights. Look, Rupert. And so I got him like, maybe it was an hour, but 10 minutes or 5 minutes after I got in touch with them. So I went back with him in my arms and she was out there with her phone with the light on looking for him. I'm like, I found him. She was like, okay. I'm like, thank you. I heard her saying when I was walking away, no, she's crying. Like, they don't know me. I've tried to introduce myself a few times. They keep to themselves. That's fine. Now they probably think I'm the crazy chicken lady next door. My heart broke. So I have the hardware cloth. I just have to pick it up and just extend the fence so he can't jump over it. I've also put Simone in the dog crate, which is like the timeout kennel, because that's what Dr. Jang said to do. The Prozac isn't working. She said she doesn't belong on it anyway. She doesn't think it was the right choice. And so she thinks it's a behavioral issue that just needs to be reprogrammed. And if she's gonna keep picking at Taylor and keep picking at Cocoa Puff, and now the Cocoa Puff's in the house with the chicks, Taylor would be the only one getting picked on, and now she's one of the ones scaring Rupert out of the run. She said maybe I should just put her in timeout for a few days. It breaks my heart because I feel like I'm punishing her when she's not deliberately doing something hurtful, but by not separating her from them, then the others are being punished. It's been very rough trying to make decisions. So when that baby died, the one remaining chick that was in the tub was growing and much faster. The other one was definitely like a little runt. She's screaming and crying. Her bonded. I knew when the chick died because the other one screamed. I was awful. It was awful. She's in there crying. She has no one. And those two happened to be very bonded, but they were also crying all the time. They were warm, they were fed, they were hydrated. I'm like, why are they still crying? I read online that sometimes they'll cry even if they have a flock mate, because they are missing they want to snuggle with a mother, and that baby chicks are like afraid of the dark and stuff because of predators, and that they just need a mama. So sometimes you can put a stuffed animal in there. Well, somebody had made this for me as a gift. It's a little chicken and it's soft. I put it in the tub and the two of them were sleeping under it. But when the chick died, I'm like, I can't leave her in there by herself. I did for one day while I was at work, but I was not going to raise a chick by itself. They are flock mates. They are groups. You can't have one of them by itself. It's just not, no one's going to teach it to eat and do. It's not right. So I gently, since there was nothing wrong with that one and it was an extra that the breeder wanted me to have. It wasn't an eye issue. It was just a, hey, for your troubles. I'm like, no, don't give me any of your chickens. I tucked her under Cocoa Puff with the two bigger ones. And Cocoa Puff took her. And she's been in there for like 3 days. And things are going well. But they're not going great. And I'm at a crossroads. I'm at a loss. TJ said he doesn't even know how to answer this one. So in fact, if any of you out there have any experience with this, let me know if you have a suggestion. Here are the details, all of the details that you need to know. She was with Cocoa Puff for a couple of hours the first night, but after Cocoa Puff pecked one of the babies, I removed her. And for 2 to 3 days, she was separated with another chick in the bin. Then she went back with Cocoa Puff. Cocoa Puff accepted her for the most part, but she is a lot smaller than the two chicks that were born first that were already in there. Now those chicks are rambunctious assholes. As soon as the baby, that chick is under Cocoa Puff, and Cocoa Puff's cooing and cooing to them. Poor Cocoa Puff's getting a bath today. The bigger ones are standing on her back all day, just walking all over her. She's just letting them. They shit all over her. She's covered in poo. They've been plucking her feathers out, and she's like, she's just a chill mom. I'm going to give her a bath. Mama needs a spa day. She is, now I know that mother hens will peck gently on their chicks if they want to encourage them to get underneath, teach them how to forage, clean them. Like, I get that. She is still attempting to peck this smaller chick. And it's not gently if the chick comes out from underneath. As long as that chick is underneath Cocoa Puff, she's cool. Doesn't care. Stay there all you want. And I've been putting food all around Cocoa Puff, so I see her little head come out. She's eating. I brought her out last night into the kitchen and gave her water, and she drank. I did it again this morning, because as soon as she comes out from underneath Cocoa Puff, first of all, the babies go right after her. They're like, they want to pack her, and I get pissed. But Cocoa Puff's been doing it, and I've had to like put my hands in front of Cocoa Puff's face so that she doesn't know the baby is there drinking. And she's packed me. I'm like, stop it. And she stops. The baby's drinking. And when the baby's done drinking, I'm like, get back under. The baby knows. As soon as she comes out and someone pecks her, she's like, she runs right back underneath. It's not right. I can't leave her like that. She's temporarily sort of safe because she knows not to come out. I can't leave her like that. She can't be raised by herself. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I can't stick her in a tub by herself with a fake chicken. I can't. She knows how to eat and drink. She has no issues. She's just smaller than the others. And I'm struggling. I don't know what. Meanwhile, Simone's in the dog crate in timeout. I had to hurry up and get out there this morning to get Rupert out of the pen, out of the coop, before he went out into the run, because I didn't want him to get over the fence till I fixed the fence this afternoon. So I grabbed him off the perch and I was like, hey, buddy, he's in my greenhouse, like among the flowers. But that's not, I just, it's been a rough couple of days. Took her out for a few minutes because she's got to get hot under there sometimes. You know, they do come out. They don't have to stay under there all the time. She does get to eat. I put food all around. But she needs to come out for some fresh air. And I've heard her try to come out a couple of times. I know the sound of her chirp versus theirs. Look at the difference in size. Look at those guys. And look at her. She's tiny. There's a 4 or 5 day difference in them. And it does make a big difference. One of the reasons I know it sounds like it's ridiculous that I haven't separated them is because I really don't want her to be by herself. She shouldn't be. And if I take her out permanently or for 2, she can't go back. So I'm trying to delay taking her out as long as I can, hoping that maybe Cocoa Puff will either warm up to her or stop. I don't know what's going on, but it's not great. And this can't continue. I'm just, drink some water. Come here. Drink some water. Here. I got Polyvisol in the water for her also, so that she gets extra vitamins in case she's missing anything from not getting, enough hydration or as frequently enough. I want to be by herself though. She just doesn't. It's not fair. Technically, I wouldn't have any of these 3 if the breeder didn't want to give me some extra ones for my trouble, because the ones that she needed me to take that were sick or couldn't hatch or hatched with issues, they're all dead. So she didn't do me any fucking favors by giving me 3 extra chicks. And I told her that day. I didn't want... Well, Cocoa Puff is calling for her, so maybe she'll take her back. Here, go underneath. Get under there. Go underneath. Just get in there. Don't even bother. Just go. Come on, go. Get in there. Good girl. All right, well, for now, I'm going to have to figure out something to do, but I just don't know. I have made them snack. So one of the things that I read is that sometimes a broody hen will peck at the chicks if she's bored, if she's overcrowded. She's not overcrowded because there are only 3 chicks under there, and she's done many more than that. But she's been broody for a long time. We've been breaking her of it. And then don't forget, we gave her a chick a couple of weeks ago at this point. The first one we got that didn't make it. So she had a chick. She had the chick for a few days. It didn't make it. It was very sad. She probably put her back outside. She was there for a couple of days. She was broody again, constantly broody. Then I got these chicks, brought her back inside. I mean, she might just be exhausted. She likes the idea of the mothering, but it's taken its toll on her. So if she's bored or she needs something, I've made pineapple. I cut up fresh pineapple, Honeycrisp apples. I threw cinnamon in and a big glob of honey. And I put it in the food processor and I've mixed it with Scratch. So I'm going to give some of this to Cocoa Puff and the babies. And then I'm going to go out and give it to the rest of the remainder of the flock and check out what's going on out there. Who knows? Maybe I should be distracted by some sweet tasted honey. You catch more flies with honey than you do with vinegar. Look at these guys. They just stand on her. She's got shit on her. See the shit? And then they pulled her feathers out. She's just so good. And the baby's under there. But God forbid that baby comes out. So let me see how she does with some snack. Maybe I'll distract her with something yummy. Cocoa Puff. I could do better than that. Here, do you want some? Oh, the honey's at the bottom. Let me mix that up. That looks good. Smells good. All right. Hang on, pumpkin. You're not going out. Here. How about that? How about that? Here. Try that. She's funny about, she loves her snacks, but she's funny about the snacks with them. It's almost like they don't run to eat it. She normally chomps on her. Here, have a little bit more. And if she doesn't like it, is she gonna eat it? Maybe she just needs a taste. Here, Cocoa Puff. Here, taste it. There you go. Oh, are you eating it? I have so many of those black crate bins that I get from the nursery that the other night I just made a new one and took her and the babies out and put it in the new one so I could clean the other one. You're not going out. My cats suddenly think they're outdoor animals. I'm like, nope, close the door. Oh, excuse me. So let's go see. I'm gonna give I want you guys to see Rupert. Wait until you see the video. Oh my gosh. He's so stinking hilarious. He's in my little greenhouse. I made this last week out of my old shower doors. Hi, buddy. Oh, you're knocking my plants over? Hi, look what I got for you. Look, look, look. Here, Rupert. It's yummy, yummy. Here. Taste that. Go ahead. I'm going to get somewhere for you to go. Okay, maybe he's just got to get used to it. You better get used to our snacks, because I'll tell you right now, sometimes I get steak. These girls know. All right, hold on, let me in. Oh. Get inside. Hi, be nice. Taking it out of the bowl. They didn't even wait for me to drop it. I'm like, hold on a second. Let me get situated. Oh, hey, OG. All right, stop, girls. Here. There you go, Repeat. You got some too, Repeat. I'm not going to... Of course you get some. There you go. My special... These guys are like, what do you got? What do you got? What do you got? There you go. Here, look. Lacey, you want some? Here, you want some? I love that they eat right out of my hands. Some of them. Here, be nice. I know you will. Checking it out. You know it's yummy. The white ones don't. There's the one white one will and one white one won't. There you go. Oh, good, the sun's coming out. There you go. Taylor, get some. Here, Taylor. See, this is where I'm going to put the gate in, so I can get from one run to the other without having to walk all the way around the run. And then that's the part of the fence right there that I have to raise. So it's been just more shit I have to get done. And then this is the roof I'm going to put on this morning, before I take a client to lunch for her 90th birthday and then go to work on a Saturday when I'm not supposed to. I almost forgot. I have a little bit left. I want to make sure Simone gets some, because if they're in timeout, they always have to get treats and stuff. Just because they can't be with everybody doesn't mean they don't get snack. Simone, what did I do? Here's Simone. Ooh. Hey, baby girl. She likes it in there. Normally, she runs in there, and I have to tell her to get out. But she doesn't have to stay in there, so this time she might not like it. Hey, baby girl. You want some snacks? It's yummy. Yeah, you're a good girl. I love you. I just need to figure out how to help you and have you not hurt people, hurt your buddies that I know you love. If you guys have questions or comments, or if you have any suggestions on what to do with the chick, she's got to come out. I just don't know what to do. And I'm not going to go buy 5 or 6 more chicks so that she's not by herself. That's not feasible. Because Cocoa Puff's not going to... I cannot raise 6 chicks right now. And I need to figure something out quickly, because she's safe, sort of, for now. But she's not going to remain safe. And she has to drink more. She's eating enough, but I have to take her out and give her water, and she drinks it to keep her hydrated. I can't put the water near her because it keeps getting knocked over. So I got to do something. All right. Have a great day, guys. Questions or comments? Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, please.